A project to replace two old and potentially dangerous railroad bridges in Colorado Springs could force some homeowners and businesses right out of their neighborhood.
The city tells us that Tejon Street and Nevada Avenue bridges are in desperate need of reconstruction. News 5's Mayo Davison joins us live to explain how the plan and how neighbors are reacting. Mayo.
We've talked to a lot of residents and business owners in this area. Some are worried about possibly relocating or closing down, while others are in support of the city's plan because it would help the overall community.
Mill Street been around for a minute, so as long as it's improving, it shouldn't be really a problem.
Charles Pelzer has lived on Mill Street for 12 years. He may have to move with the Tejon Street Railroad Bridge getting reconstructed.
Hopefully they compensate me for my living arrangements.
But he is not upset over the city of Colorado Springs' plan to improve two of the oldest railroad bridges.
The city needed it for the bridges and stuff, so it goes on with the territory, I guess. Expansion in Colorado Springs.
The city says the reconstruction is necessary because of safety concerns for pedestrians and bicyclists traveling underneath them. The bridges also cause problems for large commercial vehicles.
As we go to replace those bridges, really to get the vertical clearance so larger vehicles can get below, and we really need to look at realigning that rail. Also, the rail alignment between those two bridges is really curved, and so it's difficult for trains.
They were awarded a $3.8 million grant to help with rail infrastructure. $2.8 million will go toward the reconstruction of the railroad bridges. The city anticipates the project will impact some homes and businesses nearby.
As the project advances, obviously we'll have direct communication with those folks and make sure they're compensated both for the impacts with the project, but also if they require relocation as part of the project as it moves on.
Some have been following the project for a while and are ready to do what needs to be done to help their community.
It's been in the planning for a while, so it's not nothing that just been sprung on us.
The city says this project could also help if the Front Range passenger rail comes to the city. The reconstructed bridges would have two rail lines over them, so one could be dedicated to freight and the other to the passenger rail. Construction preps are expected to start in the next few months. In Colorado Springs, Mayo Davison, News 5.